Voyager 1 probe, the most distant human-made object in the universe, is sending usable information to Earth again.
Voyager 1 just received an unexpected and alarming reply from a nearby unidentified object in space. You know the Voyager 1, right? It is NASA's ambitious mission to just explore the Earth as much we can, and as far as we can. And now this program has struck gold, or should I say, an anomaly. I mean, this thing is really scary to say the least. What happened? In November 14, 2023, Voyager 1, the farthest human-made object from Earth, starts transmitting data that's not that much comprehensible. For months, this cosmic wanderer keeps beaming back gibberish that has NASA's finest wondering if it's finally lost its marbles to some space radiation, or if there's something more intriguing at play. Initially, the leading theory was that these bizarre transmissions might simply be the result of glitches or interference from the cosmic radiation that permeates space. But then, the engineers discovered that the root of the problem was a malfunction in the flight data subsystem. This subsystem is crucial because it is responsible for packaging and sending back vital data to Earth. Without it functioning properly, we were left in the dark. But what happened to it? Did it just give out? Well, not really. See, despite the initial panic and confusion, engineers took a closer look and stumbled upon something unexpected. They found that certain signals contained structured patterns. Now, this revelation is illuminating the possibility that these chaotic transmissions weren't just random noise, but might indeed hint at something more complex, lurking in the background. After painstaking analysis, the engineering team decoded some of the transmissions. What they uncovered was a readout of the FDS memory, packed with critical data regarding the spacecraft's health and operational status. This was a game changer and shifted the focus from mere malfunctions to understanding the intricate signals being sent back. But how exactly? And what does this mean exactly? Let's talk about those structured signals. Their emergence sparked a whirlwind of speculation concerning what could be behind them. Are we alone in the universe? That thought alone is enough to make anyone's heart race. But before we start drawing any grand conclusions about intelligent life signaling us from the depths of space, experts maintain a healthy dose of caution. Their priority remains on resolving the technical issues at hand. And, as thrilling as the prospect of a cosmic friend or enemy might be, they're focused on getting Voyager back to normal first. See, Voyager 1 isn't just any spacecraft. It's a robotic interplanetary probe that NASA launched back on September 5, 1977 at Cape Canaveral, Florida, a classic choice for groundbreaking missions. What's truly fascinating is that Voyager 1 was part of a twin mission, paired with its sibling, Voyager 2, which blasted off just 2 weeks earlier. These two cosmic adventurers were designed from the very beginning to explore the outer reaches of our solar system together. They relied on the powerhouse Titan Centaur rocket to break free from Earth's grip. This wasn't just a launch, it was a leap into the unknown, a bold move to uncover the secrets that lie beyond our small blue planet. Voyager 1 was ingeniously engineered with a mission to conduct flybys of two titans of our solar system, Jupiter and Saturn. The spacecraft didn't just meet its original mission objectives, it demolished them, making earth-shattering discoveries that changed the way we perceive our cosmic neighborhood. When Voyager 1 encountered Jupiter on March 5, 1979, it unveiled something astonishing. A thin ring orbiting the gas giant and two previously unknown moons, Thebe and Métis. How's that for a cosmic surprise? Then came Saturn. On November 12, 1980, Voyager 1 made its mark again, revealing 5 more moons and identifying a brand new ring, named the G Ring. Each encounter was a treasure trove of data that added layer upon layer to our knowledge of these distant worlds. As if these achievements weren't enough, Voyager 1 achieved a historic milestone on August 25, 2012, when it became the first spacecraft to cross into interstellar space. This monumental crossing marked the heliopause, the point where solar winds from the sun finally give way to the vast, enigmatic interstellar medium. It was a bold step into the ultimate frontier. As of August 2022, Voyager 1 sits a staggering 14.6 billion miles. That's about 23.5 billion kilometers away from Earth. Imagine that distance. It now proudly holds the title of the most distant human-made object in existence. Even after all these years, Voyager 1 continues to transmit invaluable data back to Earth about its ever-expanding surroundings, exceeding our wildest expectations for its operational longevity. This probe doesn't know the meaning of retirement. In the grand scheme, Voyager 1's mission has fundamentally transformed our understanding of the mysterious outer planets and their flickering moons. It has pushed the boundaries of exploration and inquiry, providing continuous insights into the alien expanse of interstellar space. So, as Voyager 1 ventures further into the void, it doesn't just represent a remarkable engineering feat. It serves as a symbol of humanity's insatiable curiosity and our quest to understand the universe around us. See, scientists wondered about what it will discover next. So what did it discover? Well, this discovery is one of those ones that are igniting substantial debates that extend beyond the realm of hard science and tumble headfirst into philosophical territory. These strange anomalies aren't just random noise. They raise some pretty profound questions about who or what might be responding to us from the depths of space. Could this be a breakthrough in our understanding of extraterrestrial life? And let's not forget the historical backdrop of the Voyager missions themselves, which adds another layer of significance to these discussions, showcasing how far humanity has come in its quest to comprehend the vast universe. When you break it down, the critical questions stemming from this anomaly center on the identity of the responding object and its implications. Scientists are deep in the trenches investigating the origins of these puzzling signals. Are they the result of a natural phenomenon, perhaps caused by cosmic radiation or glitches within the spacecraft systems? Or are we looking at an artificial signal that could imply communication from an intelligent civilization somewhere out there? The structured nature of some of these signals is particularly intriguing, hinting that they may carry information worth deciphering and analyzing further. The excitement surrounding the possibility of intelligent life inspires a wave of speculation, keeping researchers on their toes as they monitor and dissect the data. Now let's pump the brakes a bit and think about what these signals might imply if they turn out to be artificial. Let's break it down. Such a revelation could shake the very foundations of our understanding of life beyond Earth. Imagine the implications. If intelligent life does exist out there, how does that fundamentally change our perspective on humanity's place in the universe? This uncomfortable but thrilling possibility raises ethical dilemmas too. How should we respond to the idea of contact with another civilization? Do we start waving flags of communication? Or do we proceed with caution, opting for silence instead? The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, commonly known as SETI, has always intrigued scientists. This latest anomaly witnessed from Voyager 1 could be the catalyst for new research directions. It could boost advancements in techniques that distinguish between natural explanations and actual potential signals from intelligent beings. This is where curiosity and science collide, presenting novel opportunities to explore the unknown. To kick things off, let's look closely at the nature of the signals themselves, starting with the ambiguity and uncertainty that has everyone buzzing. The reality is that the signals received from Voyager 1 have been variously described as mysterious and peculiar. These descriptors speak volumes about the challenges in interpreting them. Engineers working on this extraordinary mission have noted that the data transmitted includes a strange pattern of binary digits, which does not adhere to expected formats. This lack of clarity doesn't just create confusion, it raises critical questions regarding what these signals truly represent. So, what are the implications? Well, the primary interpretation challenge lies in identifying whether these signals are mere technical glitches or if they contain meaningful content. Some signals exhibit a structured nature, which leads to speculation about possible origins. Yet, without clear evidence to support any particular theory, interpretations remain in murky waters. The theories surrounding the potential meanings of these odd signals are incredibly diverse and illustrate the breadth of human imagination. On one hand, some experts speculate that these signals might represent an attempt at communication from an intelligent civilization, perhaps serving as a greeting or introduction. Can you imagine that? The realization that we could be reaching out to intelligent life out there makes your heart race, doesn't it? On the other side of the coin, there are those who suggest that the signals might carry warnings or alerts regarding conditions in interstellar space. Now, let's pivot to the potential risks associated with any communication that might arise from these signals. The prospect of reaching out to possible extraterrestrial civilizations does not come without its ethical concerns. Broadcasting our presence to unknown entities brings with it serious implications. We have to ask ourselves, what if broadcasting our existence invites unwanted attention or hostility from advanced civilizations? Such scenarios prompt heated debates about whether we should even consider communicating at all. The ethical implications of making contact with extraterrestrial life forms are vast. We grapple with questions of responsibility and the potential consequences, not just for humanity, but also for any civilization that might respond. What happens when two civilizations with markedly different histories and values attempt to communicate? If we ponder the possibility that these signals are genuinely coming from an advanced civilization, further questions arise regarding their motivations. What could be their intentions for monitoring us? Speculations can swing widely, varying from sheer curiosity to more ominous agendas, such as assessing our technological prowess or even preparing for direct contact. It's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? This understanding or misunderstanding of intent could fundamentally shift our perspective on life beyond Earth and reshape our role within a much larger cosmic community. And these concepts are so scary because the Voyager has something called the Golden Record, and this thing is just like Pandora's box. Let's dissect what this means. The risky Golden Record. Let's dive into what the Golden Record truly represents. This extraordinary artifact serves as more than just a time capsule. It's a carefully curated message intended to convey everything that is on Earth. Well, it is an attempt to show the diverse culture and the very essence of humanity to any extraterrestrial intelligence that might happen to stumble upon it. Within its confines lie sounds that echo from the depths of our planet. Each element encapsulated within this record signifies a hopeful outreach to the stars, expressing our desires for understanding and connection beyond the confines of Earth. The Golden Record stands as a beacon of peace and curiosity, painting a picture of what humanity wishes to share with the universe. How cool is that? This record captures not just our history, but our spirit, heart, and vibrant diversity. This thing opens with a chorus of greetings, featuring spoken messages in 55 different languages. Languages ranging from ancient dialects like Akkadian to modern tongues, such as Wu Chinese, all woven together to illustrate the rich tapestry of human culture. This aspect alone reflects humanity's profound desire to express itself and connect with others. But it doesn't stop there. The record also includes a 12-minute montage titled Sounds of Earth. This isn't just background noise. It's a carefully curated collection of natural sounds that transport listeners straight to our planet. It has thunder rumbling, birds singing joyfully, and the haunting calls of whales echoing through the ocean. Add to that the sounds of everyday human life, like laughter and the soft patter of footsteps. It's humanity in symphony with nature, a snapshot of life itself. Moving on, we get to the music, a delightful feast for the ears. The record is jam-packed with 90 minutes of tracks, coming from various cultures and eras. You'll find classical masterpieces by legendary composers like Bach and Beethoven, but there's also traditional music that gives a vivid glimpse into the sounds of life across different corners of the globe. This musical selection aims to resonate with anyone who might find it, transcending language barriers through the universal language of music. Now, let's talk visuals. The Golden Record boasts 116 analog encoded photographs that encapsulate the myriad aspects of life on Earth. These images tell stories of human anatomy, with diagrams of DNA and silhouettes of our species, snapshots of daily life showing a woman enjoying a drink, while children laugh and play. So it is also highlighting the beauty of our ordinary moments. It doesn't stop here, though. Iconic landmarks are also represented, such as the stunning Taj Mahal and the majestic Golden Gate Bridge. Additionally, the record highlights the diversity of human races through images of Olympic sprinters, showcasing the unity and strength found in our differences. Diversity is painted in broad strokes, literally and metaphorically, allowing viewers to appreciate what makes us uniquely human. And on top of all this, the Golden Record is packaged with a protective aluminum jacket that's not merely for show. It contains instructions in symbolic language, a guide for any extraterrestrial life forms to understand how to play the record and make sense of its contents. It's a celestial user manual, if you will, a bridge extending from us to them, inviting them into our world. Now, am I telling all of this? What does it have to do with the strange signals? Well, it is all about the philosophical intent behind the Golden Record. A committee led by the brilliant Carl Sagan curated this incredible artifact, and their mission was clear: to send forth a hopeful message to potential extraterrestrial civilizations. The record isn't just a collection of content. It embodies humanity's deep yearning for connection, understanding, and shared existence beyond our little blue planet. This powerful representation of our achievements and essence speaks volumes, conveying both the triumphs of our species and our vulnerability within the cosmos. But how exactly? See, the Golden Record isn't just a hopeful message sent into the universe. It also lays bare our vulnerabilities when it comes to proclaiming our existence amidst the vast cosmos. This seemingly innocent gesture can expose humanity to unforeseen risks. To start, consider how the Golden Record presents our strengths while turning a blind eye to our weaknesses. It's curated to highlight the very best of humanity, our cultural riches, captivating music, and monumental achievements. Yet, what's missing speaks volumes. Depictions of conflict, poverty, and war are conspicuously absent. This cherry-picking of our accomplishments, painting an overly rosy picture of our species, can be dangerously misleading. If extraterrestrial civilizations take this curated version of humanity at face value, they might be left blind to the complex realities and darker moments of our history. This skewed representation could easily result in serious misjudgments about who we really are. Holosu. The entire content of the Golden Record is built on assumptions. Assumptions about what might resonate with extraterrestrial intelligences. But here's the catch. We have no idea what they'd find insightful or even comprehensible. This uncertainty poses a real danger. If an advanced civilization stumbles upon our record, there's every chance they could misunderstand our messages. They might interpret our cultural greeting as a sign of meekness or naivety, rather than the goodwill it was intended to convey. Imagine them chuckling at our attempts at connection, totally missing the point of our hopeful intent. Then, there's the ethical issue tied to making contact with otherworldly beings. Sending a clear signal into the unknown isn't without peril. Prominent figures, including the astute Stephen Hawking, have warned us that reaching out could attract unwanted attention. History has shown us that when technologically advanced civilizations interact with less advanced ones, the latter often ends up facing dire consequences. Thus, the Golden Record's outreach could unwittingly create an invitation for Earth to be seen as a target ripe for exploration, or worse, exploitation, by those with hostile motives lurking out there. Now let's consider the existential threats tied to this endeavor. The vulnerability we expose ourselves to isn't merely a matter of miscommunication. It encompasses risks that could threaten our very existence. Picture this. An advanced civilization responds to our message, not with a friendly hello, but with ominous intentions. The Golden Record could become a beacon for those harboring unwanted motives, catching the attention of forces we are utterly unprepared to handle. Suddenly, our hopeful outreach morphs into a potential death knell for humanity. Lastly, we must confront the philosophical and psychological vulnerabilities that the Golden Record embodies. It represents a deep-seated hope for our place in the cosmic narrative. Yet that very hope can twist into something far darker if we find ourselves projecting our desires onto unknown entities. What if we encounter extraterrestrial life that defies our expectations? Life that isn't the reflection of our optimistic imaginings? This cruel twist of fate might lead to disillusionment, opening the door to existential crises that shake the very foundations of our understanding about existence beyond Earth. Now I know what you are thinking. Is it a big deal? Why does this matter that much? Well, first, let's unpack the idea of proximity and technological capabilities. The Voyager is not that far from Earth relatively compared to the vast universe. The very thought that advanced civilizations could exist within reach of our tiny planet ignites some fascinating questions. What if they are out there, observing Earth? If these civilizations do exist nearby, it's entirely plausible they've been keeping tabs on us for quite some time. This could mean monitoring our technological progression, environmental changes, or even our cultural shifts. Imagine the sheer scale of it. Advanced beings watching us grow and evolve, yearning perhaps to initiate contact when the time feels right. But let's not stop there. Recognizing the existence of such civilizations leads us directly to other mind-boggling topics. So let's get into the details. What are the possibilities? Just think about it. If intelligent life forms out there possess sophisticated technologies, they would certainly have the means to detect and interpret signals from distant probes, like Voyager 1. It opens up a wide range of questions. How exactly would these civilizations engage with or study us, given that they may prefer to remain unseen? The implications are enormous. It suggests a kind of interstellar observation, where beings remain just out of sight, monitoring our every move from behind the veil of enormous distances. Now, let's dig deeper and examine the types of objects that could be involved in this hypothetical communication. One of the most tantalizing theories points to rogue planets, those wanderers that drift through interstellar space, untethered to any star. These celestial nomads could potentially host advanced life forms, capable of sending signals or monitoring other bodies in the cosmos, including our precious Earth. Can you imagine an alien civilization sending out a signal from a rogue planet entirely detached from a solar system? Alternatively, we could be dealing with advanced probes. Just like Voyager 1, it's conceivable that other intelligent civilizations might deploy their own meticulously designed probes to gather data about planets, including ours. There could be more of these technological marvels, cruising through the void, equipped with cutting-edge technology that not only allows them to study distant worlds, but also enables them to communicate with spacecraft like Voyager. It's a thought that expands the mind. A universe teeming with explorers just like us. But let's pivot to the speculative theories surrounding advanced civilizations. The sheer possibility that these intelligent beings have the capability to observe and monitor Earth without directly interacting with us is both thrilling and unnerving. Imagine the technologies they could wield, remote sensing technologies that allow them to scrutinize our planet from light years away. Think of the potential to detect artificial light sources or radio emissions that serve as telltale signs of technological societies thriving on Earth. But that's not all. There's a thought-provoking angle regarding how these civilizations might conduct their observations discreetly. They could collect data trapdoor style, passively analyzing signals emitted by Earth without ever revealing their presence. This stealthy approach would enable them to study humanity in depth while slipping under our radar, showcasing their mastery of technology and caution. It is like how we make documentaries on wildlife. Imagine a National Geographic documentary, but for aliens, just like The Truman Show. Imagining advanced civilizations equipped with the means to conceal their very existence from other intelligent life forms is fascinating. Could these civilizations have developed stealth technologies better than the ones used even in military applications on our planet? Imagine cloaking devices or methods that render their spacecraft completely undetectable. And it doesn't end there. Some theories suggest that extraterrestrial civilizations might cleverly utilize natural phenomena or the mechanics of celestial bodies to mask their presence. Picture them blending into cosmic structures, sneaking around the universe while leveraging gravitational effects to remain unnoticed, like cosmic ninjas. Again, these are all possibilities, just mere theories. But hey, we have to think of every possible outcome, which brings us to the next topic that has been under the heat after this discovery: risk and reward policies. Risk and reward policies. You see, as whispers of extraterrestrial signals circulate, a number of prominent space agencies are stepping forward to explore this cosmic phenomenon. Agencies like the European Space Agency, Russia's Roscosmos, and India's Indian Space Research Organization have all shown a keen interest in forming collaborative partnerships with NASA. They're not just looking to share a coffee and chat. They are actively contemplating joint missions to thoroughly analyze the data collected and pool resources, allowing for a more effective interpretation of these mysterious signals. This is a united front of scientific inquiry, where every nation recognizes that unlocked knowledge from the cosmos might hold implications we can scarcely fathom. But here is the thing. While the quest for understanding this potential contact unfolds, governments across the globe react with a cocktail of curiosity and caution. You can bet national security agencies are paying close attention to these developments. The implications of extraterrestrial contact could range from awe-inspiring to threatening. There's no telling what these signals could mean for humanity. Accordingly, some governments may kick off conversations about the best ways to approach this revolutionary discovery. They will likely strive to craft diplomatic responses that are carefully thought out, ensuring that whatever path they choose does not lead to chaos or misunderstanding. But the intrigue doesn't stop at intergovernmental discussions. It spills over into how these agencies will communicate their findings to the public. Here's a reality check. Transparency will be crucial in managing the public's burgeoning interest while simultaneously addressing potential fears. There's a palpable anxiety in the air about misinformation and the panic that could ensue. As much as people love a good sci-fi spectacle, the actual idea of encountering extraterrestrial life can send shivers down spines in real life. Governments are poised to carefully curate their messages, striking a balance between generating excitement and staving off outright panic. If we find ourselves on the brink of first contact, we must be prepared, radiating readiness and open dialogue, while being steadfast in our commitment to security and truth. Governments know that they need to be careful while making decisions and policies from now on. Because the world is watching, and the question is, are we ready for what comes next? Let's know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.